Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We have another FHL speaker joining us today. This person is an awesome wizard with ads, so much so that you know somebody who has hired him. So we will roll the intro and then we'll introduce you to who he is.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Hey there, everybody. My name is Ben Moot. This is
Susan Leonardson.
and we are here with Funnel Hacker TV. We are so excited because today's Funnel Hacking Live announcement, we get to announce the speakers here. Today's announcement is crazy. If you guys have ever seen Funnel Hacker TV, so first off, if you have not gotten text messages because we went live, make sure that you text FHTV to 208-231-3797. All details are at the bottom of the screen. But number two, if you have not seen the past episodes, many of you don't know, Funnel Hacker TV was a series. It was 100+ video series that was created almost 6 years ago, documenting the growth of ClickFunnels. They went from about 30,000 users to 100,000 users during that story plot, during that arc. And you can find all of that over at FunnelHackerTV, plus get all the updates on the ones that we're doing. And the reason why I bring that up is because the speaker today is a video expert. He is creating ads right now for a business and person you might know, but he was also the original editor on all 100+ episodes. He was working days and nights and making this thing happen. And so we're really excited because this is almost like an anthology for us. We get that opportunity to be able to bring somebody back who began Funnel Hacker TV back in the day. And it's just been really cool to be able to talk to him backstage before we got started. So without further ado, if you guys can guess who it is down below, let us know who that is. And then make sure that you're signed up for all the notifications because Funnel Hacking Live is coming. It's coming up really close. And we are running out of room in the hotel. So let us know who you think it is down in the comments. And we're going to go ahead and bring him on stage. If you're ready. Think we're ready, Susan?
All right, let's do it.
Right, let's go. It is Kevin Anson.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so happy to have you, dude. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How about you guys?
Doing
Great.
Good.
It's been so fun talking with everybody coming on, and like Ben said, this is kind of like a full circle thing happening here with Funnel Hacker TV, which is pretty fun. So kind of got a little bit of an intro, got to know you a little bit from that, but can you tell everybody like how you even started? Well, we kind of were dropping some hints of who you work with. We didn't say it yet, so you go ahead and say it, but how did you start your ClickFunnels journey?
Yeah, so it all started with a Facebook post in the ClickFunnels group back when it was probably, a few thousand members. And Russell had the idea to start a show. And I know he really liked Casey Neistat at the time, who's a vlogger, right? And he's like, I want to make a TV show or, call it a vlog for YouTube. And I want to just document our journey, document all of our lives. So he put a post in the Facebook group and he said, is anyone a really good editor? Because I have a really cool project coming up and we need help. So drop some links to your best work in the comments and we'll reach out. And so I did some work for some companies that he had heard of at the time, which was good for me. And so I dropped the links to those in the comments. And I mean, there must have been like 100 comments on that post, over 100. And within like 10 minutes or 15 minutes of me dropping my comment in there with my links, he was messaging me on Facebook Messenger. And I was just like, there's no way that this is Russell. Like, this has to be a bot or something. Like, there's just no way. And so I started responding and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually him. This is so cool. And so I'm like pacing around the house, freaking out. My wife's like, what is going on? She's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, oh, Russell Brunson. She had no idea who he was because I had consumed his books before that. And so I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is the craziest thing ever. And so next thing you know, we're talking on Voxer and he says, I'm going to send you some footage, make it the best video you can. And so of course I did. I must have spent, probably 2 full days making that video, the best video I possibly could. I sent it over to him And he was like, dude, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen. Like, let's do some more. And so then, fast forward, we did over 100 episodes.
Awesome.
Those
100
episodes are
episodes of
crazy,
Funnel Hacker
too.
TV, huh? Yeah. That is awesome. Ben,
know,
you
like,
look like you have something to say.
Yeah, like for me, like for those of you who don't know, like Funnel Hacker TV, one of the reasons why we do this is because of what Kevin like created with Russell and with the team that was in the office. They were out there documenting everything that was going on in the office, and it turned into this thing that helped Funnel Hackers just keep going. Like for me personally, that was like the fuel that kept my engine going when things were getting low, when it was difficult, when you were pushing. And so like to be able to have Kevin here and be able to have him on stage at Funnel Hacking Live, sharing his videographer genius, like this is, we're not going to tease everything. Like I'm not going to say it. I'll let Kevin say it, but there's so much here for you guys. And we're just so excited to be able to have you here, man. So appreciative.
Thank you.
Your first Funnel Hacking Live was in Orlando, correct?
Yes, it was 2018 Orlando. So I started working with the folks at ClickFunnels in 2016, and we did some work together. And I know they had the 2017 FHL, but I wasn't able to go to that. But I did go to 2018, and like I can't even tell you how amazing that event was. Like once I walked into the hotel and I saw all the signs and the people and the swag and everything, and I'm like, this is a Disneyland for grown-ups. I'm not even kidding. It's like for kids when they get excited and they get to go to the entrance of Disneyland, and I'm sure some of you remember what that's like. Like that's what it feels like when you go to Funnel Hacking Live. Like you walk in and it's just the energy of everyone. They're so excited to see you. Everyone wants to meet everybody. They're taking pictures. They're hugging everybody. And I'm like, what is this like Narnia of a place? Like this is crazy. So after I went to that event, I was like, I have to come back. I have to come back next year. And so I did. I went, maybe 3 or 4 years in a row. And I was involved in some of the stuff that was going on with the event as well. Like, helping with shooting, helping with the backdrops, stuff like that. But it's just the most incredible experience that you've ever seen. And you're on a high when you're there. You're on a high when you leave. You want to do all these great things with your business and the connections that you make. It's crazy. So if you guys aren't going, like you have to go. Seriously, like you have to.
There's really no option. Like I remember my first year, I was helping out backstage. So that was 2016. I was part of support staff. 2017 was Dallas, and it was my first year being an attendee, and I was able to see all my friends. And that was a nice thing. I got to see all my friends that were still working at ClickFunnels. Got to see Steve Larson, got to see Andrew Newman, got to see all these people that I knew. Winter Jones, got to see all these people. But the event really took it up a year, and Orlando was a whole other level on top of that. And ever since then, it's just been that same like Orlando event amplified every single year with bigger budget, bigger support, bigger events that surround it. And it's just become this place where once you go, you're in. You don't want to get out. Like this, it becomes a family reunion and a rock concert for sure.
Yeah, the thing I love the most about it too is that you're getting to experience the presentations from these folks who are going on stage, and they're not holding anything back. I mean, they're legitimately sharing things that they share in their world when they're in their business at home, and they charge people thousands of dollars for. And you're just getting that back to back to back to back to back. And it's just, I mean, every time a speaker goes up, I mean, you could say like, oh, it's worth $1,000, put whatever value you want on it, but it easily is that much. And so, when I've gotten to experience it, whether I'm backstage or whether I'm in the back of the audience watching it, I mean, I'm just sitting there taking notes. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Taking out my phone, taking screenshots of things. And yeah, it's incredible. So
I'm gonna back up a tiny bit and then bring it all together. Because we know that you started with doing Funnel Hacker TV episodes, but then you moved into doing something else for ClickFunnels, and that is kind of what's bringing you to the stage, right? You want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah. So after doing lots of episodes of Funnel Hacker TV, I mean, if you guys haven't watched those episodes, by the way, go on YouTube and watch some of them. They're really fun and cool. It's really cool to see the story of ClickFunnels. But after a while, it was like, okay, I think there's got to be something else that I can help them out with. And I was a little bit burnt out on making the episodes. I'm not going to lie. And so I got a chance to sit with Russell in a room at another event that we went to. And I said, dude, I can do video ads for you guys, because I had seen some of the ads. And I've been editing videos since 2004. I've edited over 10,000 videos. And I was like, let me do some ads for you guys. And, just put me in the game, coach, sort of thing. And so he gave me the chance. And so I started working with John Parks in the, I think he's CTO with ClickFunnels. So he manages all the ad teams. And, of course, first couple ads that I made, they bombed, right? Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was really good at making videos and doing all the cool visual stuff, but I didn't understand the marketing psychology of what causes people to click on a video, to watch it, to go to the landing page, things like that. And so the more I did it, the more reps that I did, and I started to learn ingredients of what needs to go into a video ad in order for it to work, to actually get people to watch it, to click on it. And I started writing these things down. And this is probably like 2 years of doing this. I mean, we've made thousands of ads for ClickFunnels. And I started to understand the patterns. I've read Russell's books. I watch other people's ads who are doing things, and I'm just starting to put all the pieces together. And I came up with, a formula and a framework for what causes video ads to actually work. And that's kind of where I am today, and why, I'm sharing this stuff at Funnel Hacking Live. So I'm excited to share it with y'all.
So I don't know if you've ever really shared this formula in this kind of depth, and especially not on a stage. Like, what was it like when Russell reached out to you and was like, I want you to speak on stage at Funnel Hacking Live about this? Like, that's got to be a little,
Yeah, I mean, I was working on one thing for the last, 4 years, and it was video ads. Because I've heard Russell speak about that, how he says, focus down on one thing. There's a lot of people who are, they're doing 9 different things, and their specialties are kind of spread out. But I really took that to heart, and I was like, I'm going to focus on video ads. I love video. I love marketing. I love the copywriting. I love getting people to actually click on an ad and visit a landing page. I like when video ads get results. And when I see my clients getting results, it's the coolest feeling in the world. So I focused on that for the last 4 years. Like when the pandemic hit, which was, I don't know, was that 2.5 years ago or so?
Yeah.
I had all those ingredients written down on my notes app on my phone. And I was like, I should just turn this into a course. And so I did. And so I, put my video formula course out online. It's been purchased and consumed by thousands of people. There's even, pirated copies online. So I don't know how many people have watched it from pirating it online, but what are you going to do about that? And so that sort of putting myself out there, learning video ads and just going all in on it, it got Russell's attention, right? And he knows that we make ads for them as well. And so he started to kind of notice that, oh, Kevin Anson's all about video ads. That's all he does. That's all he talks about. I see him out online. I was running ads for a while. And so, fast forward to, I think it was just, whatever month it was this last year, December, January, he reached out to me and said, hey, dude, I know you're all about video ads. This is the perfect component for what we have at this Funnel Hacking Live. Would you like to speak on stage? I got that message, called my wife. I started crying. I was like, this is insane. I've been waiting for this phone call my whole life. And so, yeah, I mean, that's the quick story in a nutshell.
Thank you for
That's
sharing.
really cool. And I like you dropped in there, December, January, he reached out to you. He knew early on that he wanted you at FHL. Yeah. He's like, nope, Kevin's the guy. He's fitting right here.
Yeah. So cool.
Which is really awesome.
Yeah. This entire Funnel Hacking Live, guys, if you don't already know, it's the whole point of it is the linchpin. The whole goal of it is, how do you organize your business in such a way that you're able to grow and be able to make everything works that way? You put in $1, you get $2 out. You're able to acquire, or you're able to spend the most to acquire a customer. You're able to win. How do you do that? The framework is the linchpin, and Russell's sharing what you do, step 1, step 2, step 3, all the way through, including how to be able to start running ads with Kevin Anson. So how do you actually create those assets? How do you get it working? So, dude, Kevin, I'm so excited. If you guys have not gotten your tickets, you need to go to FunnelHackingLive.com. Look, at this point, if you guys have been thinking about this, you're like, you know what? I've heard about the event. I've seen the video. This is somewhat interesting, you need to realize that this is an experience that is cultivated. It is sculpted. It takes years. When we spend years crafting it, Kevin was reached out to like in December. We are putting all these different pieces together in order to create a packaged experience. We sell it every single year. This year we are pushing for the rafters. We're going to fill up this room, and it's going to be an experience like none other. And at this point, the hotel rooms are 70% full. That means that if you guys want to be able to stay and have the full Funnel Hacking Live experience, you need to get your tickets now. You need to go to funnelhackinglive.com and order your tickets, because the experience trying to find a way to the hotel and get an Airbnb and all the stuff and doing all the travel entirely takes away from the actual experience. Being able to stay in the hotel, being able to know that all you have to do is walk up to your room and fall asleep. You wake up, you're back with all of these people that you're hanging out with. You're going and getting breakfast with the same people. You're going to have dinner with new people. You're sitting in the room. You're there. Being able to be present changes everything. So those are like 70% gone. Make sure that you guys are grabbing your tickets, because it's an amazing experience.
I'll add something to that too. And, and I can't guarantee that this is going to happen for the people watching this or people who book their tickets. I know a lot about compliance, but it's like when I have gone to the events and I'm around these people and we're hanging out in the hallways, or we're going to dinner, or we're going out to have drinks, or whatever it is, like the amount of money that I've made back from that as a result, I mean, we're talking like easily 6 figures just from going to one event. And so, take that and, do it what you will with it. But that just the relationships that you make from that event, like you can't build those relationships over a Zoom call. It's not the same thing. And so you're meeting people who you didn't know that they existed in your particular niche or whatever it is. And you're able to share those conversations, make those connections. And so it's priceless.
I think the way that somebody put it the last time we talked about was the opportunity cost of not sticking around for 10 extra minutes to see or to try to jump into like the evenings when everyone's chatting together and getting, late night dinners, or to be able to not be there 10 minutes early. The opportunity cost that's lost because you didn't find one person is just so huge that it's almost painful when the rooms book out, because that is like, there's so much more value when you are dedicated to being there the entire time. I remember like Steve Larson, his very first year, he negotiated enough nights to be able to be there for 3 of the 4 nights. And that last night he slept like in the lobby, like he was out in the lobby taking a nap and then building a funnel. And so like it changes lives when you're able to be there. No guarantees on what you can make, but as you're a service provider and you're like, yeah, this is what I do, this can change everything. And you definitely want to be in the room, because these are the strategies that are like 3 years, 5 years in advance of what our niche is doing. This is becoming the thing that everyone's moving around. I remember 5 years ago when they mentioned challenge funnels as being the new thing. And you look, all it is challenge funnels. And so if you want to be on the bleeding edge, Funnel Hacking Live is where you want to be. And if you want to have those opportunities to create those relationships, you need to get your tickets ASAP.
To that same point, Ben, I was just thinking back, like last year at Funnel Hacking Live was when I first learned about linchpin framework. That was a whole year ago. Like I've been putting it into practice and learning it for a whole year. And some people are just now going to figure out what it is at this Funnel Hacking Live. So what is he going to drop at this Funnel Hacking Live that you will be on the cusp of before 99.9% of the rest of the community even hears about it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So can we just go over the offer really quick? You guys are cool with that?
Of course. Yeah.
All right. So here's the deal. If you get your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live, Russell's going to give you not only the event ticket, he's also going to give you, oh my gosh, let's keep going. He's going to get you a bunch of swag. You get swag every single day. It's sick, ridiculous. You get marketing.ai integration. You get inner circle bonuses from people from his inner circle, plus the replays. If we can pause that really quick. You get the replays from Funnel Hacking Live 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 21, 2022. Every Funnel Hacking Live, you have the replays too. And like just one of those events cost $1,000. Like they were expensive events. And it was extremely worth it just to be able to watch those. I would pay well over $1,000 again in order to have the replays for all of those. I have them. I bought them every single year, and I have replays on replays on replays because I'm always at Funnel Hacking Live. But if you're looking at just, I'm not going to be able to, but what if? The replays themselves are a game changer. Russell broke down what the linchpin was for the very first time last year. You want to watch that presentation? Jump in. If you want to watch the other times he's talked about ads, you want to talk about the other times he's talked about any little thing that you are specifically focused on, challenge funnels, all the things, influencer marketing. How do you do that? We've had multiple trainings on that over multiple years. That's all at your fingertips. It's all available. Plus, the Inner Circle people have given some massive bonuses, and it's just crazy. You want to be there.
I remember 2 years ago when they did the live version of it, which I don't think you guys are doing anymore. And I watched the live streaming version of it, and I paid $1,000 for that. And Russell said one sentence, and I don't remember what it was. And I was like, that was worth $1,000 to me. Literally, it was. And I was like, cool, I'm doing that. I'm doing what he just said. And I did it, and I made a bunch of money. And I was like, all right, that was totally worth it. So I mean, all I needed was that one little speech presentation that Russell made. And that was, so there's so many like that. It's incredible. So I could put a price on so many presentations from the past that I loved. And like, oh my gosh, I would pay $1,000 to watch that again if I didn't know that information. So it's crazy.
Kevin, we are so stoked to be able to add you onto the speaker list and be able to have you there. It's sick.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Now you are, so we've been having, if nobody knows yet, we've been talking about it, but maybe this is the first time you're joining us, that all of the Funnel Hacking Live speakers are putting in a bonus. So when you do go and buy your ticket in that stack that Ben just went through, in addition to all that, you get all the speaker bonuses from this year. And I think Kevin has something, if I'm not mistaken, to throw into there.
I do actually. So I have my video formula course, and it's the exact same course that I was talking about earlier that I created right when the pandemic hit and the world sort of shut down for a little while. And I took that opportunity to make a course on all of the ingredients, 10 ingredients that I was picking up on as I would make ads. And I would notice that, okay, that ingredient worked, and that has to go in every ad. That ingredient, okay, that's cool. That has to go in every ad. And so started making notes on those, and I developed 10 of those, and I made a course on that, and I've sold it to thousands of people. I don't know how many by now, it's over 2,500 people. And like I said, who knows how many people have consumed it online. It was on ClickBank for a while and stuff, but I'm giving that away for free, $300 value for you guys if you book your ticket, and you can have access to that inside the members area. So that's my gift to you.
Awesome. That's awesome. I mean, if people are bootlegging it, it's good, right?
That's when it's good, when people are bootlegging.
Right. It's kind of like gophers on the lawn, though. It's, if you want to go out there and, shoot the gophers, they're just going to keep popping their heads up. And so I just gave up. I was like, whatever, people are going to pirate it. At least it's helping people online. I'm not going to go and chase them down. I just gave up after a while. So that's part of the game, I guess.
Well, that's awesome.
You guys can jumpstart the entire Funnel Hacking Live experience with Kevin's video ad formula. You guys can jump. If that's something you're interested in, it is available inside of the membership area. If you guys want to learn something from Barry Baumgartner, she dropped an amazing bonus. Tim Shields has dropped bonuses. Everyone's dropping bonuses in here. They're available for you when you have your ticket to Funnel Hacking Live. Make sure that you get your ticket to Funnel Hacking Live at funnelhackinglive.com. Any last things that you want to say, Kevin? I
don't think so. I'm just looking forward to meeting all of you guys there and seeing you in the hallways. I'll be around hanging out and just networking my face off, as it's probably something that Steve Larson would say, but it's true.
True.
I love the event, and I just like I said, it's just this high that you get on when you're there, and you're just so inspired and making all those connections. And I look forward to being there. I look forward to meeting some of you all. And that's all I got. Get your tickets.
Go get your tickets, my friends. If you're ready for that accountability and you're ready to up-level it and be able to be around those like-minded people where you feel like you're around family, and you're ready for that experience, go get your tickets. We will see you there.
There are so many people walking around who don't know that they can change the world.
You were born to do something great with your life. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have painful experiences, but all pain is temporary. And if you can survive it, you will meet another version of yourself.
I was just numb. We were racking up credit cards. We stopped paying for our house. We literally were selling furniture out of our home.
I felt trapped and exhausted by my life, and I couldn't see a way out.
I felt like a shell of who I was made to be.
In life, you are most capable of helping the person you used to be. If you used to be broke, you can help broke people. If you used to be broken, you can help broken people.
It starts with you. You hear the call. You feel it. It's beating, it's pulsing. I'm made for something more.
We get scared.
And then fear hits us.
The little voices in the back of our head.
I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. The driven say, no, I'm going to do it. The driven are you guys here today.
More people are finding their breaking point and waking up.
I have a calling. Yesterday I realized I have to do this.
There's a soul here at ClickFunnels.
I felt like I had gone through the wardrobe of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I was just like, what is this magical place that makes billionaires?
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
My best-selling framework.
You have to start out closing if you're going to end up closing.
82% of customers trust influencers.
This better blow your mind and allow you to predict the future.
People need aliveness and meaning again.
Who do you want to become? What do you want to felt and experience in this one precious life?
You wouldn't be able to tell, but I ran the New York Marathon when I was 19. Life happened and my mom passed away. One of my daughters had a traumatic brain injury, wasn't expected to live.
When you meet somebody that continues to push through adversity, that is the definition of an entrepreneur. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sponsor you through this journey because everybody deserves an opportunity. What you do with it is up to you.
People feel a sense of belonging here.
It feels like home. It's so encouraging because if they can do it, so can I.
It starts with saying, hey, next year we're going to get that.
Russell has a way of teaching that makes success faster.
In my opinion, he's the best marketer who ever lived.
You find exactly what your business is missing.
It's going to amplify every campaign you do.
If you've been thinking there has to be a better way to do this than what you're being told, I'm here to tell you you're right.
People might say you're too young or you're too old or your body's not right or you didn't go to the right school. Then one day, they're telling people how they met you.
FunnelHacking Live changed my entire life because now I know what I'm going to do next.
Your family's going to be blessed. Your legacy's going to be blessed. Movements are about to be birthed.
My story hopefully gave women permission.
If you believe me, stand to your feet.
You do not have to be great to get started, but you have got to start if you ever want to be great.